folks, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. Last time on Baldur's Gate 3, we had a big old party saving the refugees. Amity had a lot of fun there. But now we have actual important business to attend to. Now, I think first thing to do is to just check in with the party.
Hey, soldier.
A whole lot I haven't had a chance to talk to Karlach about yet. Now, we know this, but yeah, because Damon got her the first upgrade already. But it sounds like all we need to do to fix your engine is find some more infernal iron.
Let's hope Damon is as good as he seems. Once my engine's handled, I can focus on more important matters. Tadpoles, cults, frosty pints.
How did you end up with such a contraption in your chest?
The year, 10 air. The place, sleepy little town called Baldur's Gate. Our hero, Karlach, a knock-kneed delinquent from the outer city with everything to give and nothing to lose. I was a kid looking for a way to fill my days and make some cash when I fell into the wrong crowd. Worked for a guy I respected. A lot. Turns out the feeling wasn't mutual. Through the jigs and the reels, he made a deal with Zariel behind my back. You know Zariel, right? Archdevil of Avernus. She put this thing in my chest and set me to work. Well, to war. I learned quick how to stay alive. And the engine served me when it came to killing devils. 10 years of that. The stories I could tell.
Then tell them.
I'll mete out the best ones bit by bit, so you always have a reason to keep me around. Clever, right?
Honestly, that is clever. Like, for Amity, I mean, she loves stories, so yeah, that is a very good way to gain Amity's favor. You mentioned a boss who gave you up to Zariel. Who was it?
Guy named Gortash. Politician. Inventor. One of these wheeler-dealer types who seems to have a finger in every pie. I guess I was naive to think everything he got up to was above board. What did I know? I saw a job. A good job. With people I liked. Doing work I was good at. Sometimes I'm jealous of that girl. Ugh, to feel so invincible again.
I think Amity probably has heard of Gortash, but like, not very well. Like, she kind of recognizes the name, but doesn't exactly, like, she can't quite place it. What exactly does that infernal engine do to you?
Gives me energy. Power. But you've seen it in action. Very hard to control. If I'm excited at all, angry, nervous, delighted, enticed, I burn hot. Hot enough to burn anyone who gets close.
Yeah, I think Amity would go straight to this. You must be pent up.
I try not to think about it. I still think about it constantly, but, you know, I try. One of these days, I'll sort the whole infernal affair out, get myself cooled off, and start making up for lost time. But not today. Very well.
Right now, Shadowheart probably would be interested to know that Yes, Halsin has told us of Moonrise Towers, our eventual destination, formerly under the command of one Ketheric Thorm, who led a Sharan army.
Shah's blessings upon you.
Okay, so she doesn't actually have anything to say about that. And we literally just saw her holding the artifact, so don't need to ask that. Oh, Amity hasn't asked her about that either, but I think for now she's gonna ask, since we're, you know, Sharan presence in the area might be relevant. I want to talk to you about your Shar worship.
I'm sure you do. But please try to understand that it's not something I can just talk about freely.
You can trust me. We're in the same boat, after all. Yeah, she's got this. Oh, easy.
Very well. Perhaps there's potential in you. Let's see how you handle this. I am indeed a disciple of Shah, Mistress of the Night and Lady of Loss. I assume you've heard of her?
He doesn't sound very appealing, going by her titles.
The night brings comfort. Through loss, we find acceptance. In the arms of the Dark Mother, we find peace.
Now, Amity has experienced loss and did not find it to bring peace nor acceptance, certainly not comfort. I don't quite understand.
Most fear the dark, like children, because in darkness they see their fears reflected. But Shah teaches us to step beyond fear, beyond loss. In darkness, we do not hide. We act. Pain, hope, the promise of better days. All of these are heavy cloaks that bend our backs and burden our hearts. We shed those cloaks. Before Shah, we stand gloriously naked, beyond the vanities of mortals.
Now, yeah, I think Amity doesn't agree. Not necessarily. She I think she believes that pain and loss are negative things to be avoided, but if one does experience loss or pain or anything, it's better to, well, experience it, to feel the loss rather than to be elevated beyond it or whatever. Like, but she does see the appeal. She does see, like, she gets wanting to, wanting to not wanting to have a way to process loss. She doesn't think this is the best way, but she sees the reasoning behind it. When you put it like that, it seems strangely comforting.
There's comfort, yes. But often there has to be pain beforehand. We tear down the lies the world is drunk on. The institutions they trust, the so-called gods they worship, the lives they cling to. We destroy false idols, topple corrupt organizations, fight heretics wherever they're found. There's often suffering, death even. Many people break before they embrace Shah's truths.
Yeah, a lot of that Amity does not like the sound of. And I think she still doesn't like the Sharan cult, like, as a religion, does not appeal to her. There's a lot that she's hearing there that she does not like, the suffering and death particularly. But Shadowheart seems sincere, and she seems like a good person. I think at this point Amity is willing to say Shadowheart is not evil. Shadowheart seems quite sweet, actually. And what she sees in Shah worship, as she's explaining it here, Amity, while she doesn't agree, she sees why Shadowheart would follow this. Well, I won't cast judgment on your beliefs.
Curious. Most are afraid of my lady. I think I did well by joining you. Most agreeable company.
Well, I try to be. Now tell me, why were you in pain before?
The wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. It's my burden, though, from Lady Shah. I can feel her influence somehow.
Why would Shah subject you to such a thing?
I cannot say. Not with what I can recall. But even then, it would not be for me to question her will. Lady Shah has her reasons.
Yeah, I do think of these options, this is definitely where Amity would go pretty much straight away. Is there anything I can do to help with it?
I don't think so, but you're sweet to ask. Maybe just be patient the next time you see me wince or cry out. It'll pass quickly enough. It always does. Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shah. Pain will give way to loss and then to the peace of her eternal darkness. You can tolerate a great deal of suffering so long as it has meaning.
And what causes it to hurt you?
It's difficult to say. Sometimes I wonder if it's supposed to be guiding me, punishing me, testing me. But perhaps it's none of those. Perhaps it's completely random. I'd like to hope there's more to it than that. Some meaning that Lady Shah will reveal to me when the time is right. Until then, all I can do is endure.
All right, let's go check in with the rest of the party.
I hear you did the deed. How was your little romp?
Yeah, should have figured he'd be the type to gossip about such things. But yeah, Amity can honestly say, more than a romp, it was fantastic.
You filthy devil. I'm shocked. I thought the two of you would just flop about like dying fish and then call it a night, but no. Shows me. But you're not here to gossip. What can I do for you?
So, I think I'll hold off on asking that, actually. Yeah, no, like, real pressing concerns there. But on that note, we should talk to lae'zel as well.
Curious. I took of you completely. Yet your body seems no more worse for wear. Perhaps I might find use for it again.
I don't think we need to ask this. It sounds like the answer is yes. But yeah, I guess we'll talk later.
Well met.
Oh, Will has nothing to say. Gale?
How can I help?
No, not really. And Halsin?
Oakfather's blessings to you.
I have to ask, how do you know so much about the parasite?
I studied one up close. Closer than most would care to be to those things. A drow attacked me and I defended myself. Afterwards, I was able to examine the tadpole that emerged. Hideous, but fascinating. Like nothing else in nature, I'm glad to say.
Now, the Shadow Curse isn't our priority right now, so we'll talk to Halsin later, I think. Now our priority is to seek out lae'zel's people, and to that end... Yes, to that end, we're going to travel along the Risen Road. I don't think we need to be particularly sneaky, so Astarion probably won't be the most useful member of the party. Let's have Gale along.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Join me, why don't you? There's plenty of adventure to be had.
Oh, nothing would give me greater pleasure. Which of our esteemed company am I stepping in for?
You can take Astarion's place. He'll stay here at camp.
Back in the thick of things at last. Oh, how exciting.
Now, yes, the Risen Road.
I tussled with hill giants without breaking a sweat. Now, a mere werebear could swat me halfway to arm.
Strange things are happening to us. What festers in our minds may well impel our bodies.
Alright, now... Prepare, let's do all the spells we need to cast to start the day.
Seek and you shall find me.
Let's get Gale his mage armor. Ooh, I almost forgot. Gale can have this
A hero at heart. Which way to the nearest line?
Robe of Summer. Gives him resistance to cold damage. Yeah, it looks good on him.
It ends not as bad as it could have.
And yeah, he can have that as well. What else do we have? Oh, hang on, that spider silk armor.
People.
Is that... Yes, that is better than what Will already has. extra armor class, and +1 bonus to stealth checks. Probably not going to come up much, but yeah. Oh, and advantage on Constitution saving throws. That might help him keep concentration on his spells. Not sure about the color.
Blade at the ready.
Let's oh, that's better. That suits him more. It's not perfect, but it's
At least things have stayed interesting.
it's more Will's color.
Looking ahead.
And scrolls, let's send a bunch of scrolls to Gale and have him learn what spells he can. Some of these he already has.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
How much gold do I have? Oh, plenty, plenty.
Charmed, I'm sure.
So, mirror image, learn spell, charm person. Can't learn hypnotic pattern yet. Already knows ray of sickness. Let's learn featherfall. Already knows cloud of daggers. Already knows ray of enfeeblement. Scorching ray. That seems to be having some trouble. I can learn blur. Already knows burning hands. Can't learn speak with dead. There we go. Okay. Ooh, and he's got an empty spell slot. Let's see, I don't know that Witch Bolt is super useful. Ray of Sickness possibly poisons the target. Poisoned suffers disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. That could be useful. But also I think... Yeah, Ray of Sickness. And... maybe Magic Weapon. Scorching Ray is just... Scorching Ray is too useful. Gotta have that. And we can, summon our horrible little familiar.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Oh, this is a mess. There we go. Now let's,
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
let's get going. Oh, is there anything up here? Yeah, we can climb up this way. So, the Githyanki were seen to the west. Oh. We have Gnolls Yeah, let's go invisible.
This count as adventuring.
Let's...
Going.
Yeah, if we manage to get the drop on these gnolls... Because it looks like, yes, they are attacking people in these caves.
Out of sight, out of mind.
So let's go ahead and ambush the gnolls. Now, can lae'zel... Okay, this is...
Steps.
Yes. No, not enough movement. Let's exit turn-based mode. And she can... Yes, enter combat. And will also join in.
Leave the heroics to them that don't value their own skin.
Gale can... Yes, grease. Oh, which then it knocks 2 prone and ignites from the fire. Nice. And will hex strength on
Just what to do.
this gnoll down here.
Think ahead, or I'm lost.
Now, Amity can cast Heroism on lae'zel and on... Come on. Cast Heroism on... Oh, for the love of... I guess not. Let's cast Heroism on Gale and lae'zel then. Okay. lae'zel's turn. Although she doesn't have much that she can do. Only bonus actions. And I think I'm gonna save those. And again, Gale and turn. Got these arrows. Let's make use of them. Three bardic inspirations, and I don't think Arrow of Acid is like... Yeah, that's not worth rolling, especially since that needs an extra 4, and that's less than 50% chance of pushing it over to a success. May as well attempt to flourish. Yeah, I wasn't really expecting it to be of much use, but it's a thing. And Shovel isn't actually in initiative. Let's have her. Oh, she actually might be able to kill this guy. Yes. Okay, this Gnoll warlord is going to be trouble.
Might will prevail.
Alright, get to recast the hex on him. Oh, come on. a 60%. Let's, precision attack. And then trip. Oh, come on.
Even hell gag of your bedeviled stench.
And action surge. Lacerate. Nice.
A rough tempest I will raise.
Let's see. These three are kind of clumped up. We might be able to shatter. What is that? 3d8? And con save. What's their con? +1. Ooh, +2 and +1. Scorching Ray, on the other hand, is int save. Which, yeah. Let's go... Actually, what's the damage on those? 6d6. So it's 2d6 each. So that wouldn't be able to finish off any of them if I target each of them individually. But I think I will anyway, just like... Oh, no, it crit, and that took her out. And yeah, softened up the rest. Looks like that hyena's coming around from that direction. Now, normally, attacking isn't Amity's best move, but since the Warlord is prone, technically she's supine, but whatever. Can actually deal a bit of damage, and then withdraw to a safer distance. Soul numbed, what does that do? Ooh, can't take bonus actions. That's not great. Ah, lost the heroism. And 65%. We can do more than Eldritch Blast, right? That's 5 to 14. That's 3 to 18. That's 4 to 24. Although there's... that will hit shovel, though. Oh, that's fine. That's... Oh, and the acid reduces armor class, so probably a good idea to get out of that. Yeah, no way this doesn't hit Shovel. Shovel's only got 7 hit points, so that would kill her. Almost certainly, so, and it's a dex save +2 to dex saving throws. Can't do Arms of Hadar without hurting anyone that we don't want hurt as well. Let's just Eldritch Blast. Not ideal, but
Coming through.
was worth a try. I don't think we need to use any of the special moves here. 60% chance isn't great, but...
Gone with the weave.
got 2 next to each other there. Can we... Yes. Cloud of daggers.
Very well.
And Amity can, vicious mockery on that hyena.
You barely brain to feed a louse.
And drink a potion of healing. Oh. Oh, does that deal damage at the, Ah, so that deals damage. Actually, yeah, I should read the description on that. Can I... can't select Gale. But... Okay, the attack anyone inside. So, I'm not really sure, like, when it deals damage. But, provokes attack of opportunity. Let's try anyway. There we go. Oh, ow.
I cannot die. Please help me.
Disadvantage. Oh, because threatened by the hyena. Yeah, kill the hyena. Or knock it out. Right, we're still on that.
Close at hand.
Oh, that's not good. lae'zel, use your last superiority dice to rally Gale and yes, take a good swing at him.
But a word away.
Potion of healing, and then yeah, let's try a shocking grasp so we can
Step to it.
retreat.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Amity, heal, and who is the biggest threat? I think Flynn does the most damage with his attacks. Ooh. We could drop it's a bit overkill, but we could drop this one. Give us a little bit of breathing room. Now Shovel can get back in and do a little bit of damage. Oh, nice opportunity attack. And that flail manages to damage lae'zel, even though she succeeded the, or even though he failed the Gnoll failed the attack roll, because I guess hits hard enough that the armor can't properly just absorb it. Burning hands. Oh, seriously? That wasn't enough? I think we can take off the non-lethal, actually.
Victory is assured.
Actually, let's do another cloud of daggers. And Hex, Eldritch Blast. There we go. Now,
Sharp as ever.
Indolence breeds madness.
Yeah, let's get Amity back on her feet.
For desire.
You strike me as cleverer than most Istiki Gale. Multiple tutors, I should guess.
Many a wise man and woman indeed. Waterdeep is the home of myriad scholars.
Ah, the City of Splendors. Spent a whole fleet's wake there with my father. What a delight.
Anyway, yes. Gossiping aside, Gale, you can stop that cloud of daggers, and we can loot.
By the gods.
Yes, and talk to these
You're
guys.
a sweet sight. Are any of my crew still alive out there?
No, it's a grim sight, I'm afraid.
This whole journey's been one grim sight after another. Gnolls, goblins, drow. Risen Road's more dangerous than ever. You're the first friendly face we've seen since Eltergard.
Eltergard's a long way from here. Where are you heading?
We're bound for Baldur's Gate. Got some cargo to deliver. But we've a stop to make along the way.
That?
Joaquin's Rest. It's just up the road. I'd be enjoying a mug of ale right now if those beasts hadn't jumped us. Listen, you look like you know how to handle yourself. You should meet my associates. We've got our own drinking spot by the tavern. Invitation only. Tell the fellow on the door. Little Serpent, Long Shadow. He'll take good care of you.
Rugen!
It's fine. We'd be dead if they hadn't shown up. A little hospitality won't do any harm.
So what's in the chest? Your cargo?
Aye, the whole reason we're in this mess. Trinkets for some rich tosser in Baldur's Gate. He gets his shiny baubles. We get a handful of Terenths.
Terrants are the currency of a merchant network called the Zentarim. Led by the mysterious Perigost of Darkhold, their dealings are far from scrupulous.
Your Zentarim? Oh wait, hang on. Oh, yeah, now Amity's not gonna lie about that. She's not really interested in this. But yeah, she knows, apparently she... Oh, we already knew that she could recognize Zentarim. She recognized, what was her name? Roa? In the Goblin Camp. Your Zentarim? Your people don't deal in baubles.
You know who we are. Very clever. And you probably also know it's not smart to interfere with Zent business. This is the point when a clever lass like you accepts my gratitude and walks away.
I'm not entirely sure what this is like. What this is meant to mean? Like, what is she suggesting here? Is she suggesting that he leave the Zentarim to work with her instead? I don't really know what... No, she knows that the Zentarim are bad news. She knows that they're working with the Cult of the Absolute and that is bad news. The Zentarim were supplying explosives that the goblins were presumably going to use to attack the grove, so she's not thrilled about Zentarim. I'm gonna try this option. I have quick saved. I might reload it if like the tone of it is, if I'm reading the tone of it wrong. But let's see. You'll find I'm very persuasive. We can make much more coin than you would with your employers. Oh yeah, the way I read that is she is suggesting that like he give the shipment to her to sell, or work with her to sell this, whatever the shipment is, rather than with the Zentarim. That's kind of how I'm reading that line. If that's not what it is, I might reload.
I like the way you think. Didn't expect to turn this horror show to my advantage, but why not? The chest's all yours. Damn thing's sealed tighter than a duke's purse strings, so there's no point in trying to open it. I know a fence in Baldur's Gate who'll take it off your hands. Nobody will be the wiser. Don't try to cut me out of the deal, though. The Black Network has eyes and blades everywhere. Crafty swine like you could make a name for yourself in the Zentarim. Make sure to drop by our hideout.
Right. So now that...
Time to press ahead.
Who's in charge of the mind flayers, lae'zel? Is there a Squid King or something?
No. Each gate is servant to an elder
It's
brain.
our lucky day after
No
all.
king unites elders.
The
Only
rest
their
of our
collective
crew's off
tyranny.
digested, and you're still
A
alive.
mind flayer
That's
monarch.
lucky.
Imagine that. Such a thing could shatter worlds.
It's not a pleasant thought, no. Now we definitely need a short rest.
That took the edge off.
And the
What's that?
the strong box. Now, do we want to try to open it or not? Because Amity's thinking is she's not...
Can a squiddy go solo, lae'zel? You know, break free of their master.
Renegades are rare, but not unheard of. A gate gone astray is no less dangerous for it, and its head no less valuable.
Yeah, Amity... I think she's gonna just pick it up. But she's not necessarily, a whole lot of, whole lot of quests updated. Yeah. I don't think Amity is actually interested in bringing it to the Zentarim. She's not, like, stealing it just for the sake of... so she can benefit from whatever's in it, because she doesn't even know what's in it. Ooh. That might be good for Will. Okay. So yeah, she just knows the Zentarim are bad news. And, whatever this is probably trouble. Speedy reply. 1d6 slashing damage plus... well, plus 3 because Amity's modifier. It's gonna vary from... yeah. When the wielder hits an enemy with this weapon, they gain momentum for 3 turns. A heavy haft and wide blade belie the speed of this weapon. It parts the air swiftly as any dueling saber. Let's give that to Gale. Not Gale. Not Gale. Will.
Magic.
Give that to Will. And... yeah, so if we... bind... yeah, equip that. He's not proficient, but... we can bind it and he will be. And now that's... yeah, that's gonna be, it's gonna be good. It looks like his kind of weapon. I know he's usually more of a rapier guy, but like, no, that works for him.
With haste.
And of course the, our goal is still the,
That will fit in my pack. That symbol in the blood. What does it mean?
I don't know. Yeah, our goal is still to find the Githyanki. But Joaquin's Rest is along the way, so I think Amity might consider detouring there to see what the Zentarim are up to, because there's a chance that they...
You're an impressive
oh, more
fighter
of this?
You should consider a new name.
I take it you have some suggestions?
The Wizard Wonder. Or how about the Master of the Weave?
Tempting, but I think we might already have the maximum number of theatrical titles.
I love the companion banter, but I wish that it was more like spread out throughout the game. Like, we didn't need to have 3 conversations just right here, because the latter half of the game is quite lacking for companion banter, and like, we could have had that in Act 3. It would have been fine there. So, like, I do wish it was a little more spread out. Anyway, gonna stop over at Joaquin's Rest and investigate the Zentarim, make sure they're not up to any trouble in the next episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Click the like button if you liked the video, or click the dislike button if you didn't. If you want to see more Baldur's Gate 3 or Elder Scrolls, go ahead and subscribe. Y'all have a great day, and I will see you next time.